sound check. Sure can. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flows like a heart. Williamstown High School for high school basketball tonight, as we've got an LKC matchup with the Ravenswood Red Devils in town to take on the Williamstown Yellow Jackets. Good evening and happy holidays. My name is Brian Guthrie, along with the CAS 45 crew, as the Williamstown Jackettes dance team on the floor right now. Holiday sweaters all around. Tonight's game ought to be a good one with these two LKC teams. Ravenswood coming in 4-0 on the season as they're celebrating 100 years of basketball at Ravenswood High School. Wins already over Wirt County, Buffalo, Wahama, and Parkersburg Catholic, and haven't really been pushed in any of them. The closest being against Buffalo, which they only won by 9. That was Mick Price's 700th career win as a head coach. But Ravenswood has been putting up points at a pretty astounding pace. Against Wahama, shot 65% from the floor as Matthew Cart put in 14 points. Ashton Miller put in 14. Against Parkersburg Catholic, only led by 1 point after the first quarter and then won in a 26-4 run in the second quarter. Caused 27 turnovers in the whole game against the Crusaders. With Andrew Hunt scoring 21 points and Matthew Cart scoring 15. So 4-0 are the Ravenswood Red Devils. Yellow Jackets 2-1, defending state champs. Wins over Tyler Consolidated and Tulsa. And then a loss recently to St. Mary's, 64-55. Only lost by 9, trailed by as many as 13 late in that game, but came back to make it close. Against St. Mary's, Alex Irvin put in 26 points, game high, and Gavin Bosgraf 11 points. So we ought to see a good one this evening between Ravenswood and Williamstown. Here in the LKC, the JV game, very competitive as well. Ravenswood pulled out a 48-45 win in the JV game, in a game where the Red Devils trailed by as many as 8. And ended up winning by 3. Hey, we want to thank our good friends at V96, Jack Horton and Eric Little, having us in the studio this morning. We want to follow up on our Kentucky relief efforts. And speaking of those efforts, Victoria Gator from the Gift Gallery was very instrumental in that. And speaking of the Gift Gallery, if you're looking for some last-minute gifts, the Gift Gallery in Vienna will be open tomorrow from 10 until 3. We've got your holiday schedule for you here on CAS 45. This is our last basketball game for the year. We return in January. But on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, you can watch the Parkersburg Christmas Parade. We've got the Yule Log, in case you need fake fireplace action. Williamstown High School Choir Concert, Parkersburg South Christmas Choir Concert. The PHS A Cappella Choir has a Christmas concert. All that stuff you can watch here on CAS 45 tomorrow and Christmas Day. We'll back on the air January 4th at Parkersburg South. Lots of great games coming in January. PHS, we got South, we got Marietta, lots of great stuff. And it's hard to tell what could just pop up on the schedule. You just never know. We're tricky like that. Teams on the floor warming up as we are still about 3 minutes away from getting things underway here. Williamstown will be in the home whites. Ravenswood, the road blacks. Ravenswood has been wearing some throwback uniforms for their home games as they are celebrating their 100 years of basketball at Ravenswood High School. I believe wore some from the 06 state champions the other night in their game against Parkersburg Catholic, I believe. So we're about 2 minutes away from getting things underway here at Williamstown High School. We'll step aside for a short timeout. Back with more high school basketball. We'll get underway here in just a couple minutes on CAS 45.
This is Jim Staley, Staley Law and Mediation. This happens far too often. In a small community like ours, it affects us all. Please, stay alive. Don't text and drive.
When you come to Williamstown, you see familiar faces, friendly faces.
You're greeted with a smile. Most often they call you by name.
If this bank had to have a theme song, they'd have to go back to the old TV show Cheers. We always know your name.
My puppy sneaked off the other day. Someone from the bank called and brought him home.
But they made Zions really feel more than just like an account number. When we come in, you know, we're family.
Back here at Williamstown High School, about ready to get things underway. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer for the national anthem and starting lineups. There you've got your starting lineups for both squads. For Ravenswood, number 2, Cart is a 6'1 junior. Number 5, Bo Bennett is a 6'1 sophomore. Number 12, Logan Alfred, a 6'1 sophomore. 23, Andrew Hunt, 6'1 junior. And 33, Ashton Miller, 6'3 senior. Williamstown starts 0, Seth Hammer, a 6-foot senior. 1, Gavin Bosgraf, a 6'1 senior. 3, Alex Irvin, a 6'5 junior. Parker Schramm is number 5, a 6-foot freshman. And 41, Gavin Lemley, a 6'2 sophomore. Miller for Ravenswood and Lemley for Williamstown stand at center court to get this ball game underway. And Ravenswood will control the tip. Cart starts up the offense out between the circles. Now Alfred. 2-3 zone showing from Williamstown as the Red Devils working a 2-man game out top with Bennett and Hunt. Have not been inside the three-point line yet, has Williamstown. 30 seconds in. Now they'll drop it down onto the block to Miller. Work it into the corner for Alfred, and a travel call. Stutter step, shuffled his feet just a little bit. And a 35-second possession is a turnover for Ravenswood. And the Red Devils will have 2-2-1 press as the Jackets get across the timeline into the front court. Here's number 0, Hammer, now back out top to number 1, Bosgraf. Just underway here at Williamstown High School. Here's Irvin, he will drive baseline, lost control, lost his feet, lost the ball. Scrum on the floor, and Ravenswood comes away with it. No score a minute in as Cart weaves into the lane. Now he's trapped and will kick it back out top to Miller. Miller stops on the baseline. He'll go cross court to Cart. 3 on the way, and he hits it. Matthew Cart, first points of the game. It's a 3 for Ravenswood. Again, that 2-2 press from the Red Devils, challenging Williamstown all the way up the floor. Jackets break it. Irvin here on the LKC logo. They'll work it around to Hammer. Back to Irvin. Trying to find lane, but he's cut off by Cart. And now a whistle. And I believe the foul is going to go on Matthew Cart for Ravenswood, his first, team's first. Irvin drops it into Bosgraf, back to Irvin, out top to Schramm. They'll work it around into the corner to Lemley. Lemley tied up, lost the ball, jump ball, possession arrow stays with Williamstown. Just about 2 minutes in, only one field goal thus far. A 3-ball belonging to Ravenswood and Matthew Cart. Inbound gets knocked away, but tracked down by Bosgraf. Irvin will fire up a 3. That is back of the iron, no good. Loose ball on the baseline, and Ravenswood comes away with it. Quickly up the floor is number 2, Cart. He will go all the way to the rack, high off glass, lays it in. He's got all 5 of Ravenswood's points. Williamstown across the timeline. Hammer lost control of the ball and steps on the end line. Ravenswood basketball. Ravenswood is going to be hard to beat, and it's even more so if you have a lot of unforced errors. Ravenswood into the front court. 3 from the corner from Alfred is a splashdown. It is 8-0. Timeout, Williamstown. Coach Scott Sorrow has seen enough. 5:22 here in the first quarter, and Coach Scott Sorrow calls a full timeout for the Yellow Jackets. Matthew Cart, 5 points. Logan Alfred just hit that 3, and it is 8-0. Don't forget, if you're doing your last-minute gift shopping, the Gift Gallery of Vienna will be open tomorrow from 10 until 3. That's your window. If you still need to get something, the Gift Gallery can fulfill a lot of your needs for a lot of the people on your list. Check them out. Grand Central Avenue in Vienna, 10 to 3, open on Christmas Eve. Brian Guthrie here with the CAS 45 crew. Happy to be in Williamstown. And our thanks to the Williamstown High School administration and staff for making us welcome here. Ravenswood will stay in that 2-2-1 press as Williamstown will inbound to go the length of the floor after the three-pointer from Alfred. Into the front court, 11 Bunch has checked in. Peyton Bunch, 5'7" sophomore, into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Irvin, he'll drive the lane. Runs over a Red Devil, but a whistle. I believe they're going to call that on 23, Hunt. 12, I'm sorry. Logan Alfred picks up his first foul. Foul on the floor, so Williamstown inbounds it. Here's Bosgraf, goes baseline, and the Jackets are on the board. Took about 3 minutes, but the Yellow Jackets finally got a field goal. Ravenswood quickly down the floor the other way, missed layup from Cart, and the Yellow Jackets on the move. Fast break opportunity here, and Irvin will heave it from NBA range and drill it. Alex Irvin cuts it to a 3-point lead at 4.5 to go, first quarter. Shot that one almost from the Yellow Jacket on the floor. Ravenswood taking their time getting it across midcourt, and they finally do. Here's Cart along the near sideline, and he'll kick it into the corner to Miller. Miller will go baseline, reverse layup is off the rim, no good, cleared by the Yellow Jackets. Peyton Bunch pushes it up the floor, ahead to Bosgraf, number 1. Here's Irvin in front of the Ravenswood bench. It's the trailer Schramm, now they're working it back around. Irvin in the corner. Schramm to Bunch out top, now over to Lemley on the right side. Irvin out top. He'll fire up another long three. That one is in and out, no good. Lemley with the rebound. Put back is good. And an 8-0 lead turned into an 8-7 lead, and timeout Mick Price and the Ravenswood Red Devils. It's a game of runs. Everybody goes on a run at some point. Hey, thanks again to Jack Horton, Eric Little, and the V96.9 morning show for having us by this morning, talking about the Kentucky relief efforts we did for tornado victims. The goal was 1 semi-trailer. We ended up filling 2 thanks to our wonderful corporate donations and folks like yourself that were generous enough to donate. Every little bit helps. Out of the 30-second timeout, Red Devils will go the length of the floor. 3:46 on the stop clock. 8-7. It was an 8-0 lead for Ravenswood. Excuse me. And the Yellow Jackets have answered back, and now they will make Ravenswood work the length of the floor. Here's Cart. Hustles across the midcourt stripe. Drops it into the corner to Alfred. Head fake. Goes into the lane. Tied up. Foul call. That is going to go on number 1, Gavin Bosgraf, his first, team's first. And Andrew Hunt will go to the line to shoot some free throws. First one is off the mark. Hunt, a 6'1" junior. Had 21 points against Parkersburg Catholic in their 50-point win over the Crusaders. Hits the second one, and it's 9-7. Jackets get into the front court, almost lost on the far sideline. Here's Hammer, he'll drive the lane, tries to dump it off. They'll work it around, a long three on the way from Bunch. Front iron, no good. Follows his shot all the way into the corner, but can't get there in time. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Red Devils. Checking into the game, Sean Banks, a 5'10" senior for Ravenswood, as Alfred has a seat. Red Devils working their way around this 2-3 Williamstown zone. Keeping it out up high as we cross 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. A 2-point Red Devil lead. Here's Hunt in front of the Williamstown bench, now back out top to Cart. Cart will try to drive the lane, drops it off to Banks. He stops, he's hung up, out top to Hunt. Back to Banks, and they'll reset between the circles. Stutter steps, He'll go high off glass, but a foul, I believe, on the floor before the shot ever went up. Alex Irvin picks up his first foul, team second. Lewis Goodnow checks in as Peyton Bunch has a seat. Goodnow, number 15, he's a 5'8" sophomore. And Ravenswood to inbound. Banks underneath his own basket, gets it back in the corner. He will pull up for the three. That is too strong. Rebound underneath by 44, Ball, who has checked in, and he gets the putback. Ball is 6'4" senior into the game for the Red Devils. Bosgraf pushes it across the front court line. Follows his shot, missed both of them, but a whistle. And I believe Bosgraf's going to go to the line. 44, Blake Ball picks up his first foul, team's third, and it'll put Bosgraf on the line to shoot two. Bosgraf with 2 points for Williamstown already this evening. First one is up and in. We will see Bennett check out for Ravenswood. Alfred is back in. Bosgraf can't get the second one to go. Rebounded by Ball for Ravenswood. Banks into the front court, drops it to Alfred in the left corner. It's not there, so he kicks it back out to Cart. Cart looking for somewhere to go against Alex Irvin. Now here's Banks. Banks will reset out between the circles, working against Goodnow, who just checked in. Alfred will swing around the screen. Top of the key three is in and out, no good. Rebound, Alex Irvin. And he will push the tempo the other way. Drops it to Lemley, but he couldn't get the handle on it on the baseline, and it's another turnover. But Goodnow steals it back on the short pass. Gets it to Irvin in front of the Ravenswood bench. He will go baseline. Tries to get it to Lemley again, and he is hounded by Cart. And now a whistle, and I believe the foul is going to go on Cart. Or no foul call. Just knocked out of bounds. Scott Sorrow wants a timeout with 1:34 showing on the clock here in the first quarter. Ravenswood leads 11-8. They have led the whole way. Led 8-0 at one point in this ball game. Now only up 3. We'll be back with you again on January 4th on the south side as the Patriots will play host to the University Hawks. Some boys basketball action for you here on CAS 45. After the timeout, Williamstown basketball inbounded to Alex Irvin. He tries to drop it underneath to Bosgraf, knocked away by Ravenswood. Pushing the other way is Alfred. Drops it to Cart out top. 1:22 to go first quarter. Now Banks between the circles. Alfred will swing around the screen from Banks. Look to drop it off. He will go back to Banks. Nothing there, so to Cart at the logo. There's a screen. Not there. Williamstown doing a good job collapsing out of their zone defense. Banks with nowhere to go. Now Cart will drive the lane. Pull up from the free throw line is not there, but the putback is tipped up and in. 7 points for Matthew Cart, and it's 13-8 Ravenswood. Irvin into the front court. Gets it to Schramm, but we've got a whistle before the shot. Logan Alfred picks up his second foul, team's fourth. We'll see Lemley sit down for Williamstown. And 33, Dylan Ashley, 6'2 sophomore, has checked in. Also checking in, back in for Ravenswood, number 5, Bo Bennett. Inbound knocked out, and it'll go to Ravenswood. 13-8. Red Devils lead the Yellow Jackets. This LKC matchup. Ravenswood 4-0, Williamstown 2-1 on the season. Some light backcourt pressure from the Yellow Jackets. Ravenswood into the front court. Here's Banks will go off glass and good, and a foul. Banks with a nice head fake, got the Yellow Jacket defender in the air. Lewis Goodnow picks up his first, team's third. And Banks on the line to complete the three-point play, but he can't do it. 15-8 as Banks just about picks the pocket of Bosgraf, but into the front court as Irvin puts his shoulder down, goes to the rack, and a foul call. I believe that's going to be on 23, Hunt. Hunt picks up his first, team's fifth, puts Irvin on the line to shoot two, and he misses the first one. 7-point Red Devil lead with 16 ticks left on the clock. Irvin hits the second. He's got 4 points. Quickly the other way is Banks, and he will go all the way in, but lost the handle on the basketball, and Williamstown comes away with it. It's Bosgraf. 8 on the clock as he crosses midcourt. There's 6-4. Bosgraf gets it up, but it is blocked by Hunt. Ball comes down with it. Ravenswood cannot get a decent shot off at the buzzer, and we'll finish the first quarter 15-9. You're watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
The right answers right now. Dunbar and Fowler, the injury attorneys. When you've had a serious injury, you need legal advice immediately. Call today, we'll see you today and guide you every step of the way. The right answers right now. Dunbar and Fowler, the injury attorneys.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center is now offering the same great services at our brand new Harbor Point location in Williamstown. Whether it's laser treatments for hair, acne, or tattoo removal, full body contouring, or skin rejuvenation, let us revitalize your skin without the time and cost of cosmetic surgery. Go to RejuveSkinCenter.com or call 740-538-9943 to schedule your free consultation.
You can't touch. If they're going to play MC Hammer, I'm going to sing MC Hammer. It's just a little bonus for all of you watching. You're welcome. Second quarter about ready to get underway. Ravenswood leaves Williamstown 15-9. An arrow will favor Ravenswood to start the second quarter. Here's Bo Bennett, drops it down into the low post to Cart. Cart's turnaround is in and out, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Ravenswood. Here's Schramm to inbound against the Ravenswood press. Cruz Isley, 55, is into the game. Bosgraf to Lemley to Schramm. Schramm will heave a long three. Williamstown has shot a lot of deep three balls. They keep the ball. That's Irvin, and that's going to be a travel. He tried to stop, but he ended up leaving his feet. One, 2-1. Full court pressure from the Yellow Jackets. Hunt's going to restart the offense out top, as well as Bennett. Here's Bennett now to Cart, to Alfred, into the corner. Three on the way from Hunt is short. Rebound underneath by Cart. His putback is no good, cleared by Bosgraf. Pushing up the floor, 3-on-2. Bosgraf will pull up the short jumper. Good, and a foul. Bo Bennett's first foul, team sixth. And Bosgraf will go to the line for the second time tonight. 11, Peyton Bunch has checked in as Alex Irvin has a seat for the Yellow Jackets. Bosgraf tries to convert, and he hits it. He's got 6 and cuts the lead to 3. Red Devils into the front court. Cart for 3, and he hits it. And Cart has 10 points already in this game. Quickly into the front court. Here's Bosgraf. His short jumper is good. He's got 5 in the quarter. 8 for the game. Tried to find Cart. Now they'll work it back to him. He's got Bunch in his face right now. Red Devils work it around the circle. Coach Mick Price has him pull it back out top and restart the offense. Bennett drops it to Alfred. Fires it underneath the Cart. He wants to get rid of it at the elbow. Back out top to Bennett. And Cart always around the basketball. Drives in. And a push underneath as he dished it off to Ashton Miller, number 33. But a foul called. Peyton Bunch picks up his first, team's 4th at the 5:31 mark. We'll see Sean Banks check back in as Andrew Hunt checks out for the Red Devils. Banks to inbound, leading by 4. Banks and Bennett out top. Working it back and forth against this zone defense, trying to find a hole, waiting for an opportunity. Banks thought about the 3, doesn't pull the trigger. Drops it in baseline. Cart finds a way to the basketball, and he will roll that one home. Ravenswood almost coming up with the turnover in the backcourt. But Bunch and Schramm get it across the line. Now here's Schramm on the LKC logo. Down 6. Bosgraf will drive the lane. Short jumper. Back of the iron. Rebound by Lemley. His putback is good. Lemley has 4. And the Ravenswood lead is 4. 4.5 to go in the opening half. Banks again thought about the 3 but pulls it down. Long 3 on the way from Bennett is well off the mark. Rebound by Isley. He'll get into the front court. Tries to stutter step his way around Miller, but it's not there. He'll drop it to Bosgraf. And the Jackets will work it around the circle. Banks tips it away, but Isley gets it back. Bosgraf stutter steps, pulls up from the elbow with contact and gets it to go. Wow. Gavin Bosgraf gets that one to fall. Ashton Miller picks up his first, team's 7th, and wholesale changes for the Yellow Jackets. Number 0, Hammer comes back in. 23, Jaden Bryant is on the floor. 15, Lewis Goodnow is on the floor. Free throw won't go. Also number 3, Alex Irvin back on the floor. And Ravenswood can't get the ball inbound without stepping on the baseline, and they turn it right back over to Williamstown. The lead is 2. Jackets trailed by as much as 8-0, and Banks immediately picks off the inbound and pushes the other way for the Red Devils. Stops, pops, and drops it. Into the front court. Bryant looking for a trailing Bosgraf. He goes to the rack and he will put it in. Gavin Bosgraf having himself a quarter. 9 points, 12 for the game for the 6'1" senior. Here's Cart. He will go to the rack. Not there. Tied up underneath. Jump ball. Arrow goes to Williamstown. Ashton Miller and Alex Irvin exchanging high fives. Little hand slaps. Things got a little testy there for a second. Alfred will check out for Ravenswood as Andrew Hunt checks back in. Irvin will inbound to go to the length of the floor. 3:06 on the clock. 2-point Ravenswood lead. Good now, working against Banks, trying to get across midcourt and does so. To Irvin. Irvin lost the handle on it, but regains it too strong, follows his shot, lost that one. Scrum on the floor. Who touched the end line? Bennett touches out of bounds, and it'll be Williamstown basketball. 44, Blake Ball is back in for the Red Devils as 33, Ashton Miller checks out. 22-20, Ravenswood on top. Quick inbound, there's a three on the way. That is off the mark for Bryant. Rebounded underneath by Goodnow. They get it back out to Irvin. He'll drive the lane. Wild shot off glass, not there, but a foul called. It should be on Blake Ball, his second, team's 8th, and it's going to put Irvin on the line to shoot 2. Irvin, 4 points in this game. Went for 26 in Williamstown's loss to St. Mary's as he hits the first one. And Williamstown with a chance to tie this game up. And Alex Irvin does so. We are square at 22 with 2.5 to go, second quarter. Ravenswood led by as many as 8, and that lead has evaporated. Here's Cart. To Banks. Back to Cart. Tries to get a little bit of space. Kicks it out to Bennett for a 3. That one is too strong. And Bosgraf comes away with the rebound. Again, ahead to Hammer. And Seth Hammer, the 6-foot senior, lays it in for his first bucket of the game. And Williamstown has the lead for the first time tonight at 24-22. Cart stops, pops from 3. That is off the mark. Irvin had the rebound but stepped on the inline. Ravenswood basketball. Banks to inbound for Ravenswood. Ball, quick shot, makes it. Blake Ball has 4 and a whistle. Substitutions. Ball will check back out. Miller is back in for the Red Devils. 1:45 left here in the second quarter, and we're square at 24. Into the front court, Irvin almost lost it out of bounds. Gets it over to Bosgraf. Bosgraf to Hammer. Hammer stutter steps out to Bryant. Bryant, jumper in the lane is good. Jaden Bryan's first points of the game. And the Williamstown lead is 2. Red Devils working it around the perimeter as they have all evening. Looking for a crack in this defense, trying to get a little bit of space to shoot. Banks takes his time, gets it to Hunt. Hunt out top to Cart. Matthew Cart has had himself a pretty good first half. Hunt back to Banks. Banks on the jacket logo. Cart will shoot from anywhere. He kicks it off to Miller. Miller drives the lane. No call on the probably was a travel, but I'm not an official. Rebound the other way is Irvin. He goes wild off glass, not there. 30 seconds to go. It's Cart will push back the other way. Find some room on the baseline. Layup not there. Irvin with the rebound, and he will push back the other way with 20 seconds on the clock. Finds a trailing Bosgraf. 3 on the way, no good. Foul called. Irvin hits the floor. Bosgraf hits the floor, and Irvin stays down. It looked like him and Ashton Miller got tied up, and Alex Irvin is on the floor. 18.3 seconds on the clock. It's a 2-point Williamstown lead. And Irvin back up on his feet. Bo Bennett whistled for the foul, his second, team's 9th. And it'll put the Jackets at the line. Bosgraf was fouled shooting a 3. Substitutions for the Jackets. Schramm is in, Bunch is in, Isley is in, Bryant is in, Bosgraf stays out there, shoot his free throws. It got real quiet as he hit the first one. Gavin Bosgraf having himself a second quarter for sure. Second of 3 free throws is good. Missed the second one. 11 points this quarter for Gavin Bosgraf. The Jacket lead is 4, 10 seconds left in the quarter. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lobbed it into ball. Turnaround jumper. Lost the ball. Cart gets it back. Shot at the buzzer is good. And Cart drills it at the horn to cut the lead to 2. At the half, Williamstown leads Ravenswood 28-26. I'll do some math and get you some scoring. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm doing math really fast. For Ravenswood, Sean Banks 4 points, Matthew Cart 14 points, Logan Alfred with 3, Andrew Hunt with 1, Blake Ball with 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 26. All right, we got them all there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For Williamstown, Seth Hammer with 2, Gavin Bosgraf with 14, Alex Irvin with 6, Jaden Bryant with 2, Gavin Lemley with 4, 4, 5, 6, that's 12, 13, 14, 28. I got all the points. Woo, way to go me. 28-26 at the half. You're watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
We're one community, and we love helping our community. We're your neighbors and your friends, and we know your time is valuable. With our online banking and mobile app, we offer all the services you need, like online account opening and loan applications on your time, anytime, from the comfort of home. It's easy, safe, and secure. Plus, we offer some of the best rates in the Valley. Start living your dream today. Visit us online at onecommunityfcu.org. One Community Federal Credit Union, ready for your future.
Don't get stuck on the road after an accident or breakdown. Call Westfall Towing. We specialize in recovery, roadside assistance, jump starts, tire changes, lockouts, and more. Our fleet is fully equipped to handle any towing job, from passenger cars to heavy machinery. We're also honored providers of AAA services. If you're in an accident, request Westfall Towing. Proudly serving Washington County and the surrounding area 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 740-525-9240.
So much has changed in the last few years. As we enter the final months of 2021, CAS Cable would like to say thank you. Thank you to our communities who we proudly continue to serve. Thank you to the local business owners still fighting hard to keep their doors open during these unprecedented times. Thank you to all our local employees working hard every day to keep you connected. And most importantly, thank you to you, all our valued customers. CAS Cable, providing fast, local, and reliable service for 2022 and beyond.
If you're in search of a unique gift or an original piece to finish your own special collection, visit the Rustic House Antique Mall. Over 30 vendors across 5,000 square feet of clean indoor space, featuring glass, vintage clothing, primitives, furniture, recycled yard art, and so much more. New items arrive daily. Shop in person or join us for live sales Mondays at 6 p.m. on Facebook. The Rustic House Antique Mall, 2909 Murdoch Avenue in Parkersburg.
I'm with Badgley and Chris, certified public accountants here in Williamstown.
I'm the owner-operator of Da Vinci's Italian Restaurant.
I've actually had clients who have wept in a closing. We've been able to completely change the trajectory of their life and their business.
I'm proud to be part of Williamstown because of what they do for the community, what they do for their customer.
I'm a realtor. My buyers choose their banks. When I choose a bank, I'm at Williamstown. That's my bank.
Want the power to do more with your company checking account? Here you go. Want the power to open your account today? Here you go. Business checking. More power to you. Community Bank.
Are you praying that you'll find that special Christmas gift this year? Make Mark Armstrong's Gorks the place to do your Christmas shopping. From the largest chocolate diamond collection in the Mid-Ohio Valley to unique jewelry you won't find anywhere else. Come see our diamond collection. From the only true full-service jewelry store, Mark Armstrong's Gorks in Mineral Wells. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 40 years, shouldn't you?
You've got the power to open your account anytime online. You can sign up for digital banking and e-statements, request your debit card, and easily move accounts by enrolling in ClickSwitch. All in minutes with our easy, safe, and secure process. The power to bank your way is here. Community Bank.
It's Christmas time, and Horner & Harrison wants to thank you for shopping local. Our helpful staff can't wait to show you all your favorite brands that the men and women on your list will love and appreciate. No shipping delays here. We are fully stocked and eager to show you all the latest fashions in comfort and dress wear. We offer free gift wrapping and free shipping on most items. So stop in at Horner & Harrison for a great experience in holiday shopping. Murdoch Avenue, Parkersburg.
I'm Jim Staley. Texting is a leading cause of traffic fatalities, but there are other distractions in vehicles as well. Let's resolve to take care of ourselves, our families, and our good friends while we're driving.
It's the most dazzling time of the year at Crown Florals and Gifts. We've decked every hall and every wall with dozens of themed Christmas displays that will inspire your home decor for the season. Enjoy our wide selection of beautiful gifts, gourmet foods, Cheryl's cookies, and more. Coming to Crown Florals and Gifts during the Christmas season has become a tradition for so many. So hop in your sleigh and head our way. We're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday from 1 to 6.
Santa and his reindeer are ready for Christmas, and so are we at Mark Armstrong's Goldworks. Our store is jam-packed with beautiful goodies to please everyone on your list. Come see for yourself why everyone is saying that we are the only true full-service jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. From our chocolate diamond collection to genuine colored stones and diamonds galore, Mark Armstrong's Goldworks has it all. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 40 years, shouldn't you?
Back here to Williamstown High School, getting ready for the second half. Williamstown leads 28-26. Brian Guthrie and the CAS 45 crew here. Happy to bring you some Little Kanawha Conference basketball. As Ravenswood 4-0 on the season, started this game on an 8-0 run. And Williamstown has come back to have a 2-point lead at the half. Again, leading the way for each team. Matthew Cart for Ravenswood, 14 points. Spread out evenly, 7 in each quarter. For Williamstown, Gavin Bosgraf has 14, 11 of them coming in the second quarter. So Cart the junior, Bosgraf the senior, putting on displays here this evening in this matchup. Ravenswood 4-0, Williamstown 2-1, coming off their first loss of the season to St. Mary's the other night. Both teams with a couple more games left before New Year's. Ravenswood has Ripley coming to the pit on the 28th, and then will be in Racine, Ohio to take on Southern on the 30th. Williamstown will be in Elizabeth to take on Wirt County on the 28th, and then back home to play Tug Valley on the 29th. Speaking of the upcoming holidays, make sure you keep it on CAS 45 for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day entertainment. We've got the Yule log burning. We're going to have the Parkersburg Christmas Parade. We've got choir concerts from Williamstown, Parkersburg South, and the PHS a cappella choir. All right here Christmas Eve, Christmas Day on CAS 45. Possession arrow will go with Ravenswood to start things off here in the third quarter. And Cart, number 2, gets the inbound, but it's Bennett. Now back to Cart. 33 is Miller, 32 is Hunt, or excuse me, 23 is Hunt. Red Devils doing what they've done pretty much every possession this game. They will work it around the perimeter until they find a seam or create some space for a shooter. Bennett will back up to the timeline to reset this offense. Cart to Miller. Miller's going to drive the lane, lost the handle on it, but collects it. Low block, he'll kick it back out to Hunt. Hunt's 3 is on the way, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Alex Irvin. Ahead to Hammer. Hammer, Euro step, tries to kick it back to one of the trailers, but instead throws it away to Miller. Miller pushes into the front court against Bosgraf. Bosgraf forces the turnover as Parker Schramm makes the pick. Hammer into the front court, and they'll set up the offense. Here's Alex Irvin, 6'5" junior, back to Hammer. 1-3-1 defense from Ravenswood as Irvin weaves to Hammer to Bosgraf. Back to Irvin. Irvin trying to get some space against Bennett, but it's not there. 3-man weave out top for the Yellow Jackets. Bosgraf tries a bounce pass to a cutting Lemley, but it's not there. Cut off and picked off by the Red Devils. Cart pushes the agenda into the front court. He'll go to the rack, lays it up and in, and will get the foul. He'll tie the game up with a chance to put Red Devils back on top at the charity stripe. Gavin Lemley picks up his first foul of this ball game, and Cart misses the freebie. And we're tied at 28. Schramm into the front court for the Yellow Jackets. Bosgraf trying to get some space He'll try another bounce pass underneath, and a kick called instead of an interception, and it'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. He bounced right off somebody's foot. Not sure that was a kick as much as it was throw it at somebody. Hammer to inbound. Gets it to Lemley in front of the bucket. He puts it up and in. Gavin Lemley has 6 and puts the Jackets up by 2. No pressure from the Yellow Jackets. They'll just fall right back into that 2-3 zone. Cart was 16 in the game, and he will be fouled, I believe, on the floor. Alex Irvin picks up his second foul, second team foul. Nobody from either team really in any kind of foul trouble. Nobody's got more than 2. And on the inbound, we've got a whistle. That one going to go on Gavin Bosgraff. It is his second.
Gavin Bosgraff, his second, team third.
Bennett to inbound underneath the basket, fires it out top to Cart. Thought about the shot, but pulls it down. Goes to Alfred. Alfred, head fake, short jumper, and that's good. Logan Alfred has 5, his first bucket of the second half. I believe he had the first points of this game with a 3-pointer. Schramm picks up his dribble and almost travels with it, but the Yellow Jackets save this possession. Irvin jump stop, kicks it to Schramm in the corner. That is a 3 on the way, and it is good. Parker Schramm, his first bucket of the game is a 3-pointer, which puts Williamstown back up by 3. Here's Miller trying to back in against Irvin out top, and instead they'll work it around. Bennett into the corner. Back to Hunt, to Bennett. He'll walk it back out top with 4:35 here in the third quarter. 3-point Williamstown lead. Miller backs in and gets the layup. Miller, 6'3" senior, his first bucket of the game. Cuts the lead to 1. Here's Lemley on the other end. Puts Miller on his back, gets it to Bosgraff, and a foul called. Logan Alfred picks up his 3rd foul. Team's first of the second half, and I'm pretty sure it was a shooting foul. It was. Gavin Bosgraff is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Bosgraff, 14 points in the first half, 11 of them coming in the second quarter. And he is on the board in the second half. Alex Irvin sets down. Peyton Bunch checks back in for the Yellow Jackets. Bosgraff shorts the second one. 34-32. The Yellow Jackets lead. In the corner is Andrew Hunt. He'll drop it underneath to Miller. Miller along the baseline finds some space and goes off glass and good. Miller has 4 in the quarter and ties us back up at 34. And here is the 2-2-1 press from Ravenswood. Bunch up the far sideline against Bennett, and Bennett picks his pocket. Ahead to Alfred. Alfred 1-on-2, stops and gets it to go. Alfred has 4 in the quarter. 7 for the game, and Ravenswood is back up by 2, and a quick turnover on the other end by Williamstown. And it's Ravenswood's ball again. Alfred checks out as Banks checks in for Ravenswood. Good now is in for Hammer for the Yellow Jackets. 3:35 rolling clock, third quarter, 2-point Ravenswood lead. Hunt drops it into Cart in the lane, tries to back in and shorts that one, rebound by Lemley. Bosgraff will push it across the timeline, trailing by 2. Stutter steps, short jumper, that one's good. Bosgraff has 17. Banks sets up the play out top for Coach Mick Price. West Virginia coaching legend, Mick Price. You almost have to say that every time. 3 out of the corner from Bennett is off the mark, out of bounds. And a loose ball foul is going to go on, I believe, 33. Ashton Miller, his second, team's second. Full court pressure from Ravenswood. Jackets get across the timeline. Bosgraf in the lane and a whistle away from the ball. I believe that's going to go on. Matthew Cart picks up his second, team's third, a shove away from the ball. Hunt is out, ball is in for Ravenswood. 36 all, 2:36 stop clock, third quarter. Ball knocked away from Bosgraf by Miller, and Ravenswood pushes back the other way. Cart picks up his dribble. There's Banks in the corner. Back out to Cart, out top, immediately double teamed. Banks left with all kinds of room. Jumper is off the mark. Ball with the rebound at the charity stripe. His turnaround is no good, but a whistle. And I believe that is going to go on Gavin Lemley. Lemley picks up his second, team's fourth. And it'll put Blake Ball on the line for the first time tonight to shoot 2. Ball with 4 points in this game, and he will stay there as that one rims out. Cruz Isley checks in as Parker Schramm heads for the chairs for the Yellow Jackets, as Ball's second free throw is also short, but rebounded by Hunt, but knocked away by Bosgraf, and he throws it off of Banks going out of bounds. Immediately gives them sorry about that, but no other choice. Isley will drive the lane, kicks it out to Bunch. In the corner to Lemley. Back to Bosgraf. Jumper is on the way and good. Gavin Bosgraf has 5 in the quarter and puts Williamstown back up by 2. Bennett directing traffic out top. Banks will swing it around back to Bennett. Into the corner to Cart. Back to Banks. Red Devils taking their time, inside a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Well played game. Ravenswood jumped out to an early lead, but Williamstown clawed their way back, and we've been back and forth ever since. Drop underneath to Hunt on the baseline. He gets it, that's Miller. Miller gets it to go, and a foul called. Gavin Lemley picks up his third foul and will head for the seats as Jaden Bryant checks in, and Miller converts the three-point play. Miller has 7 points all in this quarter. It is a 1-point Ravenswood lead. Good now into the front court to Bunch in the corner. Back out to the Yellow Jacket, fires a 3, and that one is all net. Bunch's first bucket of the game is a long three-pointer and puts Williamstown back up 2. 45 seconds to go, third quarter. Williamstown has shot a bunch of threes from way deep. Stops and pops. Does Bo Bennett. His first basket of the game comes with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bosgraf into the front court, has it knocked away, loose on the floor, and Miller comes away with it from Ravenswood, but quickly stolen back by the Yellow Jackets. Loose ball on the floor and a whistle. Miller on the floor saying, I was trying to call timeout, but I believe he's going to get whistled for a foul. Ashton Miller picks up his third foul. Team's fourth. And Miller will head for the chairs. Andrew Hunt will check back in for the Red Devils. Bunch to inbound underneath his own basket with 22 seconds on the clock in a tie game. Inbound to Isley in front of the Williamstown bench. Tries to sling it to a cutting Bosgraf underneath. Too much mustard on that when it goes out of bounds. 18 and a half seconds to go in the third quarter. 41 all. No pressure from Williamstown. And Bennett will jog it across midcourt at 12. Here's Banks out top at 10. Ball into the corner. 3 on the way is off the mark from Hunt. Loose basketball. Jackets have it. Bosgraf at the horn. Hits the window, but nothing there. At the end of the third quarter, we're tied at 41. Excited yet? I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait. Ronnie's in the truck. She wants to hear it, but I'm not going to say it. Fourth quarter's up next. You're watching high school basketball on CAS 45.
This Christmas, give yourself or a loved one a gift of a beautiful new smile with Teeth Express. In as little as a day, Dr. Newhart can help you or a loved one to a happier, healthier smile by replacing your hopeless teeth with an implant bridge. Give your loved one a gift that will last longer than just Christmas. The perfect smile everyone will enjoy long after Christmas. Call Dr. Richard Newhart, the Gum Doctor, for your free Teeth Express screening today at 304-422-4867.
So 1,000 cool points goes to whoever just put the Quad City DJ's Space Jam on. Because the first Space Jam with Michael Jordan is the only Space Jam that exists. There was no new Space Jam. Forget about that one, it doesn't count. 41 all as we start the fourth quarter. Williamstown with the basketball. Bunch gets away from the trap, gets it to Bosgraf. Bosgraf lost the handle, Cart takes it away from him. Bosgraf and Cart, the leading scorers for this game. Bosgraf with 19, Cart with 16. The leading scorers for each team. As we have what could be a very exciting fourth quarter as Cart's shot is off the mark, but fouled, and he'll go to the line. Jaden Bryant picks up his first foul, team foul number 6, and Cart is at the line and swishes the first one. Matthew Cart, 6'1" junior, first time to the charity stripe tonight, as Bo Bennett will sit down for Ravenswood and Logan Alfred will check back in. Can't get the second one to go. Cart, 17 points tonight. Bosgraf will get it across the timeline at 7:20 left to go in the game. Bunch, 3 from the corner, and that one's good. Peyton Bunch with 6 points, drained a couple of threes here in the second half, and it puts Williamstown back up 2. Here's Banks, picks up his dribble on the LKC logo, and we'll get it out top to Hunt. Banks with all kinds of room. And a timeout by Mick Price and the Ravenswood Red Devils. Only the second timeout called by Ravenswood tonight. They have 3 left. Williamstown with 3 left. If you're looking for a last-minute gift, I don't know if you know this or not, but tomorrow is Christmas Eve. The gift gallery in Vienna on Grand Central Avenue is going to be open from 10 until 3. So if you're looking for a gift for anyone, they've got something for everybody. 10 until 3, the gift gallery of Vienna is open tomorrow. Cheerleaders chucking them CAS t-shirts. (44-42). Williamstown leads. Looking to hand Ravenswood their first loss of the season. Again, both teams back in action on the 28th. Ravenswood will host Ripley. Williamstown on the road in Elizabeth to take on Wirt County. Ravenswood basketball after the timeout. Possession arrow goes to Ravenswood. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. 6:45 to go in this ball game. It's a 2-point Williamstown lead. Banks swings around top of the key to Alfred, to Bennett in the right corner. Back to Alfred and Banks. Alfred looks for somewhere to go. They're trying to get it to Cart in the lane. He can't seem to get free. He'll drop it underneath to Miller. Miller on the baseline. Stepped out of bounds. Williamstown basketball. 2-2-1 pressure from the Red Devils. Broken by Williamstown. Here's Hammer. Drops to Bunch. Bunch out between the circles, guarded closely by Banks. Hands it off to Bosgraf. Bosgraf and Cart going head-to-head. As Ravenswood has gone to a man-to-man. Bunch will go in. Hits the top of the backboard, though. Doesn't count. Foul called, though. Banks is going to get called for the shove. His first foul, team foul number 6. And it's going to put Peyton Bunch, 5'7" sophomore, on the line to shoot 2. Bunch with 6 points in the game. Make it 7. It's a 3-point Williamstown lead with 1 shot to go. Oh, somebody lost a Band-Aid. Ew. Ew, it's a loose Band-Aid on the floor. Ew. It's fine. I wouldn't have picked it up, but it's fine. How's anybody getting a Band-Aid to stay on when they're that sweaty anyway? Bunch hits the second. Bunch with 8 points in the second half. And Williamstown is now up by 4. Banks looking for somewhere to go. Williamstown staying in that zone. Here's Cart, back to Banks. To Alfred in the corner. He will fire the 3. That is too strong. Rebound underneath by Miller. He wrestles it away, tries to get a shot off, but a whistle. And is it going to be a shooting foul? Jaden Bryant picks up his second foul. It will be a shooting foul, and that'll put Ashton Miller on the line to shoot 2. Miller with 7 points, all in the third quarter, is now on the board in the fourth. Bryant will check out as Gavin Lemley checks back in for Williamstown. Misses the second one. Loose ball collected by Bosgraf. Bosgraf quickly into the front court. Here's Irvin swinging in against the smaller Banks, but kicks it back out. Bosgraf thought about the 3, pulls it back up. Bosgraf now being guarded by Miller. Now they'll switch it off to Bennett. Bunch at the yellow jacket. Curls into the lane against the much taller Miller, and Miller sends it into the wall. Miller listed 6'3", Bunch listed at 5'7". Not a good matchup there for the Jackets. Irvin sets down, as does Hammer. Schramm is back in. And I cannot see who else checked back in. 55, Isley checked back in. Quick inbound, nice pass from Isley into Bunch. Little skip pass. 3-point Williamstown lead as we're at 4:40 to go in the ball game. Bosgraf out top. Miller hits the deck, shot too strong. Lemley with the rebound. And Williamstown keeps the ball. Bunch thought about the 3, kicks it back out. Here's Bosgraf, head fake, drops it underneath, tried to get Lemley, he wasn't ready for it, and it's a turnover. 46-43, Williamstown with the lead. Ravenswood with the basketball. Banks will head to the bench, and Andrew Hunt is back in for Ravenswood. Red Devils doing what they've been doing all night. Trying to find a little bit of a seam. Cart open for three. He'll take that one. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Lemley underneath. Bosgraf comes away with it. Cart almost picked his pocket, but he keeps control of it. Schramm will shoot it from the cheap seats and hits it. Parker Schramm has a couple of three-point buckets. Timeout Ravenswood. Holy smokes. Schramm shot that one from the parking lot, drains it, and puts Williamstown, gives them their biggest lead of the game at 6. 3:38 to go. Schramm only his second bucket of the game. Both three-pointers. And make sure you stay tuned to CAS 45 for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day entertainment. We got the Yule log. It's a fake fireplace, it's fine. It'll look good in the background of your pictures. The Parkersburg Christmas Parade, Williamstown High School Choir Concert, Parkersburg South High School Christmas Choir Concert, and the PHS Acapella Choirs Christmas Concert, all right here Christmas Eve and Christmas Day here on CAS 45. By the way, Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year from all of us at CAS Cable. Brian Guthrie and the CAS 45 crew here in Williamstown. It's been a good one so far. Williamstown has opened up a 6-point lead after a huge three-point bucket from Parker Schramm. And now legendary head coach Mick Price has got to rally his Red Devils to come up with, they're going to need some timely baskets here. Red Devils will go the length of the court, no pressure from Williamstown. 3:40 left to go in this ball game. Bo Bennett, 6'1" sophomore, will walk it across midcourt for the Red Devils. Alfred jump stop in the lane is off the mark, no good. Cart cleans it up. He's got 19 in the game, and the lead is 4. Pressure from Ravenswood. Williamstown into the front court. Good now, hands it off to Bosgraf. Over to Isley. To Schramm, that's where he hit the last three-pointer. Bosgraf now in front of his own bench. Looks for somewhere to go and will retreat out between the circles. Cart is going to come out to force the issue and a foul called. Matthew Cart will pick up his third foul. Team foul number 6. As Isley will sit down and Seth Hammer, senior guard, will check back in. Hunt challenging the inbound along the far sideline. Knocked back out of bounds. 4-point Williamstown lead. And Coach Scott Sorrow will put the taller Gavin Bosgraf over there to do the inbound. Guarded by Cart. Gets it into Lemley. To Schramm. Schramm fires it underneath to Bosgraf. He is quickly collapsed on. Kicks it back out to Schramm. Over to Hammer, and he will back out. Good job by the Ravenswood defense collapsing on Gavin Bosgraf when he got the ball in the low post like that. Schramm tries to curl around, nothing there. Cart cuts him off. Hammer will back it back out. Cart guarding him closely. Closing in on 2:15 to go. Williamstown just trying to hang on to the basketball and a whistle away from the ball. Timeout Williamstown. Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining. A 4-point Williamstown lead. Matthew Cart leading the scoring for Ravenswood. He's got 19. Gavin Bosgraf also has 19, but he has not scored in this fourth quarter. That's not the Quad City DJs. If we'd have gone to Come On Ride the Train, I'd have been on board. See what I did there? I'm making myself laugh. It's fine. Hammered inbound under the basket for the Jackets. Into Bosgraf in the corner. He's got Alfred in his back pocket. Curls into the lane, gets a shot off. Front of the iron, no good. Alfred clears it. Cart pushes it ahead for Ravenswood. Trailing by 4, 2 minutes to go in this game. Alfred, high off glass, isn't there, but the putback is for Cart. He's got 21. The lead is 2 at 1:45 to go. Schramm out top against Banks. Pull-up jumper. Back of the iron, cleared by Cart. Cart pushes into the front court. Trailing by 2, 90 seconds to go. Bennett fires a 3 and he hits it. Bennett's got 5 points and gives Ravenswood a 1-point lead at 50-49. Bosgraf trying to get a screen from Lemley. To Schramm. Over to Goodnow. Goodnow guarded closely by Banks. Gets it out to Bosgraf. He's got Cart in his face. Spin move in the lane. Cart knocks it away and a foul called. Ravenswood fans not happy with that one. Cart's 4th foul. He's got 21. And Bosgraf is on the line to shoot 2. He has not scored in this quarter. Trailing by 1. Oh, members roll, and we're tied. 60 seconds to go. We're tied at 50. 33 Miller checks in for Ravenswood. 3 Irvin checks in for Williamstown. Also 55 Isley is in. One more shot for Gavin Bosgraf, 6'1" senior. Hits the second one. Williamstown by 1 with a minute to go. You paid for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. Bennett in the corner, goes baseline. Nobody there, and he just lays it in. Bennett has 7 and puts Ravenswood back up 1. 45 seconds to go. Each team still with 2 timeouts. Hammer between the circles to Irvin. Irvin curls in. Cart cuts him off. Back out to Bosgraf. That's a 3. And that rattles home. Gavin Bosgraf has 24 and puts Williamstown back up 2 with 30 seconds and a foul called. That's going to go on Bosgraf, and it will stop the clock and put Ravenswood at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Goodnow is out. Hammer is out. Bunch is back in. Schramm is back in. Bo Bennett is at the line. He's got 7 points. 1-and-1. First one is off the mark. No one there for Ravenswood to rebound. Trailing by 2. Bosgraf into the front court. Schramm in front of his own bench and a whistle. Ashton Miller picks up his 4th foul. That is team foul number 8, and it will put the Jackets on the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And it will be Parker Schramm, who has 2 huge three-pointers in this game. First one's good. Schramm hits the first. 19 seconds on the clock. It's a 3-point lead. Can't get the second one. It's still a 1-possession game. Cart into the front court. quickly drives the lane, foul called before he can kick it out to Banks. Cart draws the contact. Seth Hammer picks up his first foul, and Cart will go to the line, team foul number 9, to shoot the 1-and-1 with 14 seconds on the clock. Hunt will check in for Miller. Hammer will set down, and Alex Irvin will check back in for the Jackets. And Ravenswood wants a timeout, their 4th timeout, 1 left to go, 14 seconds on the clock. So, strategery comes into play here. You've got the 1-and-1, but you're down 3. Hit them both, you're still down 1. You kind of want to get at least one of these, right? I'm not a basketball coach, that's why I'm sitting over here. Coach Mick Price, West Virginia coaching legend Mick Price, I'm sure has something planned. Definitely not his first rodeo, over 700 career wins as a head coach. 702 if we're being exact. Trying to avoid Ravenswood's first loss of the season. Red Devils 4-0, Williamstown 2-1. Coming off a loss to St. Mary's. Trying to get back in the win column, and this would be a big one. Cart is at the line. 1-and-1. Missed the first one. Rebound, Isley for Williamstown. 10 seconds on the clock, and I was going to say Ravenswood needs to foul, and they do. I believe it's going to be on Banks. And it will put Isley at the line. Logan Alfred actually picks up the foul. His 4th. Isley is at the line. 5'10" freshman. Has not scored this evening. Has not been to the line. Team foul 9, so it is a 1-and-1. Ravenswood trails by 3. One of these makes it a 2-possession game. No pressure at all. Off the mark. Cart rebounds. Timeout Ravenswood. They'll burn their last one. 8.8 seconds showing on the clock. Ravenswood needs a 3. Cart has hit a couple tonight. Bo Bennett has hit one. Logan Alfred has hit one. That's it. I would believe that your best option here is Matthew Cart, who has 21 points. No other Red Devil is in double figures. Gavin Bosgraff leads the way for Williamstown with 24. No other Jacket is in double figures. And now 50 Cent is on. Fitty in the house. See what Ravenswood comes up with out of the timeout, their last timeout. So if everything goes south, they don't have any timeouts to use. Williamstown still with 2. Scott Sorrow has a couple in his back pocket. We saw the other game. A foul here puts Ravenswood on the line to shoot 2, which means they can't get 3. Williamstown will not foul. Cart trying to find an open 3, takes it from the top of the key. Too strong, follows his shot. 2-1, loose floor. Ball on the floor, picked up by Bosgraff. Foul called with under a second on the clock. Cart can't believe that he had a good look at it and couldn't get it to fall. 10th team foul on Ravenswood will put Bosgraff at the line to shoot 2. Ashton Miller picks up his 5th foul. He is done for the evening, but not like there's a whole lot of game left. Bosgraff is shooting 2 as Banks checks back in. One effectively ends this game. and it rattles out. No pressure here. Apparently Alfred thought it was a 1-1. He heaved it to the other end. Everybody gets a good chuckle from that one. At least he was well off the mark. Bosgraf, if he hits it, game's over, and he does. Unless they make a 4-point shot, not gonna matter. 56-52. Williamstown a winner in a thriller here at Williamstown High School. Matthew Cart leads the way for Ravenswood with 21. Gavin Bosgraf, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, ends with 25. Those are the only two guys in double figures. Cart for Ravenswood with 21, Bosgraf for Williamstown with 25. The biggest of those being that last free throw to ice it and make it a 4-point Williamstown win, 56-52. We are all done until our next game, January 4th. It'll be 2022. We'll be on the south side as the Patriots of Parkersburg South host University. We hope you'll be here for that. Please enjoy some fantastic Christmas programming Christmas Eve and Christmas Day here on CAS 45. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from all of us at CAS Cable. Thanks so much for tuning in for the entire CAS 45 crew. My name is Brian Guthrie. Have a great evening, everybody.